Baba Vanga's shocking predictions for 2023. Baba Vanga, the world-famous mystic, has made numerous prophecies in the past that have come true. From the death of Princess Diana to the Chernobyl disaster, she made several accurate predictions before leaving the world in 1996. Vanga was born on October 3, 1911 and died on August 11, 1996. She was also called modern-day Nostradamus and Grandmother Vanga, and she was also a herbalist. Baba Vanga has also made several predictions for the coming years. One such as the end of the world. Given the accuracy of her predictions, there is bound to be fear about her prophecy about the end of the world. The mystic from Bulgaria also revealed some horrifying predictions concerning the year 2023. The Bulgarian-born clairvoyant or Nostradamus of the Balkans became famous after 80% of her predictions came true. As the year 2022 nears the end, people's curiosity to know what 2023 holds for them is increasing. No one has ever predicted the future as the famous mystic Baba Vanga. She is the one who made accurate predictions for the biggest incidents of decades. From the Chernobyl disaster to the tragic death of Princess Diana, she nailed it all. Here are 5 predictions made by her that, if come true, will shake the world to its core. According to Baba Vanga, a solar storm or a solar tsunami would occur in the year 2023, which will severely damage the magnetic shield of the planet. Without the magnetic field, life on Earth would not be possible, as it shields us all from the constant bombardment by charged particles emitted from the sun, the solar wind. There is so much about the Earth that we undervalue in our daily lives. Though human civilization has spread to every region of the world, our existence still depends on the alignment of natural phenomena that are beyond our control. Earth's precise distance from the sun, which creates ideal temperatures for life, is a perfect example. Even the grandeur of our planet's landscapes is the product of natural events. It was plate tectonics, after all, that forced the Himalayan mountains to rise, created spectacular volcanoes like Mt. Vesuvius, and shaped Earth's oceans and continents. Our planet's many peculiarities make it both beautiful and habitable. But what would happen if something changed? Elemental part of our planet was altered. And what would the consequences be for humanity and for all life? Earth's magnetic field disappeared? Let's conduct a thought experiment and imagine the Earth exactly as it is, but with no trace of geomagnetism. As it turns out, this seemingly simple change would have drastic consequences for humanity and all life on Earth. Some of the resulting effects would be plain weird, others would be utterly catastrophic. Of course, there is slight chance that this would ever actually happen, but that's what makes for a good thought experiment. Compasses would do strange things. Compasses are really nothing more than tiny magnets, and like all magnets, they align themselves with nearby magnetic fields. Conveniently, Earth's magnetic field is strong enough to force compasses to align north to south, but with our planet's magnetic field gone, compasses would point to any nearby source of magnetism. Even an outcrop of magnetic rock could do the trick. In fact, scientists have documented this effect before. Magnetic anomalies, places on Earth where nearby natural magnetism cause compasses to malfunction, are found around the world. In the Central African Republic, for example, unexplained magnetic variations in Earth's crust cause compass needles to point in random directions, rendering them useless for navigation. If our planet's magnetic field disappeared, wandering compasses could become the norm worldwide. Birds couldn't migrate for the winter. Humans aren't the only animals that exploit Earth's magnetic field for navigation. Many birds, sea turtles, lobsters, honeybees, salmon, and even fruit flies have biological compasses, termed magnetoreceptors, built into their bodies. Birds use this ability to seek warmer climates during winter months, while sea turtles navigate the open ocean and seek beaches to lay their eggs. Scientists even think that most female sea turtles return to the same beaches every year, a feat made possible in part by their natural compasses. If Earth's magnetic field disappeared, many animals that depend on compass navigation could be in serious trouble. Sea turtles could literally get lost at sea. Migratory birds might fly in the wrong direction, threatening their survival. Honeybees might get lost trying to find their hives, which could impact the pollination of flowers and other plants. With their navigational abilities severely compromised, these and many other organisms could face extinction. The aurora wouldn't be the same. These beautiful phenomena are created when our planet's magnetic field channels charged particles from the sun, known as the solar wind, into our planet's upper atmosphere. The solar wind is usually deflected by our magnetosphere, the invisible shell created by Earth's magnetic field, but around the north and south poles the magnetosphere dips inward like a funnel, allowing the solar wind to interact with our upper atmosphere. The result of this interaction are the spectacular multicolored bands of glowing plasma known as auroras. Auroras on Earth have been known to shine so brightly a person could literally read by them. But without Earth's magnetic field, our entire upper atmosphere would be exposed to the solar wind, completely changing how our auroras might appear. They could even resemble auroras found on Venus and Mars. Since these two planets have no significant magnetic fields, they sometimes have faint, less colorful auroras scattered across their night sides. Thus, along with altering our polar skies, the disappearance of our magnetic field could forever dampen one of Earth's most breathtaking natural wonders. Our magnetic field doesn't just give us beautiful auroras. Cosmic rays and the solar wind are harmful to life on Earth, and without the protection of our magnetosphere, our planet would be constantly bombarded by a stream of deadly particles. The effects of cosmic rays on the body can be pretty terrifying. While on lunar missions, for example, astronauts often reported seeing flashes of light when they closed their eyes, the direct result of cosmic rays passing through their retinas. A few even developed cataracts years later. Cosmic rays could reach Earth's surface. Radiation and cosmic rays are a real concern for NASA, especially when it comes to long-term spaceflight. Astronauts on a mission to Mars could undergo up to 1,000 times the exposure to radiation and cosmic rays that they would get on Earth. If Earth's magnetic field disappeared, the entire human race, and all of life in fact, would be in serious danger. Cosmic rays would bombard our bodies and could even damage our DNA, increasing worldwide risk of cancer and other illnesses. The flashes of light visible when we close our eyes would be the least of our problems. Human health is one issue, but without a geomagnetic field, our technology would also be at risk. Satellites can and do suffer damage from solar storms, and without Earth's magnetic field, every electronic device could be exposed to high-energy particles from cosmic rays and the solar wind. Widespread power outages and broken satellites. In fact, solar activity has caused such problems before. In 1989, a massive solar flare, an eruption of superheated plasma from the surface of the Sun, slammed into Earth's magnetosphere and knocked out electricity in Quebec, Canada. The power grid for the entire province went offline for 12 hours, and other nearby regions scrambled to keep their grids working. Some satellites suffered damage as their delicate electronics simply weren't designed to handle a huge solar storm, and many tumbled out of control for hours after the flare struck. While the geomagnetic storm of 1989 was unusually massive, the solar wind is always hitting our magnetosphere even during normal solar activity. If Earth lost its magnetic field, there would be no magnetosphere and no line of defense even from weaker solar storms. Our power grids would be more vulnerable than ever, and even our computers and other electronics could suffer damage if a solar storm struck. Our atmosphere could be stripped away. Perhaps the most horrifying effect of losing Earth's magnetic field might be losing the air we breathe, and the solar wind would once again be the culprit. The sun's natural wind is so powerful it can easily rip gases out of a planet's atmosphere until there is little gas left at all. In fact, this likely happened to Mars. Mars was probably once a lot like Earth, with oceans of water and a thick atmosphere, but unlike our planet, its magnetic field disappeared billions of years ago. Its atmosphere was left totally unprotected, causing it to be ripped away into space. Once its atmospheric pressure dropped low enough, its water began to evaporate until it too was taken by the solar wind. It's quite possible that without our geomagnetic field, our atmosphere, our oceans, and life on Earth could suffer the same terrible fate. Big countries attacking small ones with bioweapon. According to the predictions of Baba Vanga, a big country will attack people with biological weapons. Biological and toxin weapons are either microorganisms like virus, bacteria, or fungi, or toxic substances produced by living organisms that are produced and released deliberately to cause disease and death in humans, animals, or plants. Biological agents like anthrax, botulinum toxin, and plague can pose a difficult public health challenge, causing large numbers of deaths in a short amount of time. Biological agents, which are capable of secondary transmission, can lead to epidemics. An attack involving a biological agent may mimic a natural event, which may complicate the public health assessment and response. In case of war and conflict, high-threat pathogens laboratories can be targeted, which might lead to serious public health consequences. Biological weapons form a subset of a larger class of weapons, sometimes referred to as unconventional weapons or weapons of mass destruction, which also includes chemical, nuclear, and radiological weapons. The use of biological agents is a serious concern, and the risk of using these agents in a terrorist attack is thought to be increasing. Baba Vanga's prediction about alien attack. The whole world would be covered in darkness in the year 2023. Aliens can attack Earth and millions of people would die in it. In an earlier report, scientists have warned that a NASA plan to uncover Earth's location in outer space may inadvertently trigger an attack of aliens. The binary-coded beacon in the galaxy message will transmit all information about the solar system, Earth's surface, and humanity to a part of the galaxy known to be the most likely home of aliens. According to the news of Daily Mail, this message from NASA is an updated version of the Arecibo message, which transmitted similar information in space in 1974 with the help of radio telescope. However, Anders Sandberg, senior researcher at Oxford's Future of Humanity Institute, has warned that exposing such information in space is risky. That dangerous alien invasions are present in the Milky Way galaxy. There are 4 of them who could attack our planet Earth, says a researcher. This will be due to humans sending extraterrestrial messages to several exoplanets in our galaxy where the chances of getting a response from is possible, and it could lead to Earth getting attacked by extraterrestrial beings. The claim was made by Alberto Caballero, a PhD student in conflict resolution at the University of Vigo, Spain. Nuclear explosion in Asia. There may be an explosion in a nuclear power plant due to which toxic clouds will cover the continent of Asia, resulting in many countries getting affected by serious diseases. Nuclear explosion is an explosion that occurs as a result of the rapid release of energy from a high-speed nuclear reaction. The driving reaction may be nuclear fission or nuclear fusion, or a multi-stage cascading combination of the two, though to date all fusion-based weapons have used a fission device to initiate fusion, and a pure fusion weapon remains a hypothetical device. Nuclear explosions are used in nuclear weapons and nuclear testing. The effects of a nuclear explosion on its immediate vicinity are typically much more destructive and multifaceted than those caused by conventional explosives. Humans in laboratories. Baba Vanga had predicted that by 2023 humans will be born in laboratories. From here the character of the people and the color of their skin will be decided. It means the process of birth will be completely controlled.